our time when Linkin Park came out and did a live stream. Basically, they announced a new lead singer, they announced a tour, and they announced a new record that they have coming out in November. Interesting getting here. Like they did a 100-hour timer last week, and once it hit 100 hours, everybody was so excited about it, and then all of a sudden the timer just started going up. So I don't really know what happened there. I don't know if like all their ducks weren't in a row at that point, or if they had a plan to reverse it and make it go up to a certain point. I don't know. But anyways, they did a live stream today where they brought this girl, Emily Armstrong, she was in a band called Dead Sarah. Is that an active band? Do we know?
I thought I was hip. I have no idea. Yeah.
Which I've heard going into this, just people talking about it, and a lot of people like it this way. There was going to be potentially someone that we didn't know. There was a lot of rumors swirling that it could be Amy
Let me stop you.
Lee,
Let
or
me
that could
stop
be
you.
Lizzie Hale, or
No, no,
I,
no.
I,
Slow down.
I didn't
Why?
mean to
Why is that a
offend.
good thing? No, why is that a good thing? What's the
I
explanation
don't,
behind that?
I don't know. I guess more the fact that they would rather it be somebody that they didn't know well versus it being like an Amy Lee or a Lizzie Hale or somebody that they do know really well. Like that maybe they were afraid that those wouldn't gel very well together or something. I don't know.
Well, okay. Let me just say those two people we've talked about on previous episodes. I think we were talking about will they have a female singer, and I think we both were under agreement that that would be those two. Those two would be a bad choice. Yes, you with me on that?
Yeah, but we also didn't really have another option either for a female voice.
Okay. Here's what I'll say about that. I mean, no disrespect. Okay. We're talking about one of the best, one of the most influential bands of a generation. Those two individuals do not have the stage presence to be in Linkin Park. Vocally, sure, maybe. But to carry a show and to motivate a crowd and to be the center of attention of a show for Linkin Park, no, I don't. So, like I said, thought I was hip. I don't know who this lady is. Don't know who her band is. When I heard who it was and who the band was, and I looked them up, did not watch anything yet. Want to make that very clear. But when I saw one of their songs, one of their singles, I go, oh wait, I remember hearing about that, but never actually hearing it. Maybe I have once I hear it again. But so maybe new blood. I'm sure she's younger. I'm sure she's probably not even 30 yet, maybe 30. So bringing that sort of new blood, that sort of young, energetic thing to the band is a good thing. So that part of it I will agree with. However, we were talking about replacing Chester Bennington. Those are big shoes to fill. I remember when Chester joined Stone Temple Pilots, he sort of caught some backlash because he was the guy from Linkin Park. And they didn't think, well, how is the guy from Linkin Park going to do Scott Weiland's vocals? And I think what they were thinking about was, well, STP is this generational grunge band. I hate using that term, but I'll use it for the sake of this argument. They're this generational grunge band. How is the guy from Linkin Park who had songs like In the End and they're like a rap rock band? How is he actually going to do this? And then I think once he did it, they go, oh, well, it makes sense because he's a one of a kind talent,
Right.
both vocally and on stage. So what I'm saying to you now is this girl better be that.
Well, I can say this. I have seen exactly 1 minute of her performing on this
Okay.
live stream. Based off of that, to me, she is not it.
So,
But again, I'm basing this off of 1 minute, and I'm basing it off of what you just said,
okay.
in the fact that you said that she had like replacement on the stage and being that force that you need to be the front face of Lincoln Park. I'm not seeing it right now.
But
Could change. Who knows?
you got to look past surface level as well. Chester connected with the crowd, with his vocals and on stage, with his personality, with his style, with his stage presence, with the way that he sang with Mike Shinoda and the way they harmonized. Everything about it worked. It didn't only just work for one or two albums, it worked for 6 albums,
Yeah.
you know, for
Mhm.
essentially a decade, longer than a decade. They made it work. No, way longer than a decade. So again, those are big shoes to fill. And look, man, before I don't, well, here's the thing. I don't want to say anything negative about her or them. I know those guys are probably really chomping at the bit to get out and play those songs again and connect with their fans again. Whether they made the right choice, that remains to be seen. You're not going to be able to tell that from a live stream. You know, what if the record rules? It might be great.
It
They
might.
might
It
write
might. I
the
hope it
next In
does.
the End. They might write the next Crawling. They might write the next Doubtful. But they might write the next Everything You Say to Me. What the fuck is that song called? One Step Closer.
No,
Jesus
one
Christ,
step closer. Yeah, yeah.
my brain was just
You made my brain do that.
yeah, I fucked that up. So it's doubtful, but maybe they do. Why don't we watch some of this lady and her band and then watch the live stream to really get a sense of what we're dealing with here? Look, I don't think anyone could have replaced Chester. I don't. Like I said, I think he was a generational talent, and I think whoever would have done it would have fallen under a ton of scrutiny and a ton of criticism. But some more than others would have made it work to the point where their fans would be like, all right, I can deal with this. We'll have to see. So they had a song called Weatherman. And when I read this, I go, okay, I think I remember hearing about this. This might have been played on our rock radio station. Maybe not. But let's find out. Let's see if either one of us recognize this. It's a cool riff. I remember this song.
I think I do. Yeah.
I remember this song. Man, I really liked it until the vocals. Let's keep going. I'm a hater.
Well, hey, another thing we have to be thinking about, this is 12 years ago.
So what?
All I'm saying is she could be a completely different performer and a completely different, even vocalist
Oh, you think so?
in 12 years. Yeah, for sure.
We'll find out because there's a live stream.
Okay.
I do remember this song. This is a cool song. The point did play this. I remember this. Yeah.
Addicted to the love of ourselves and the weatherman. I tell no one else. I'm the weatherman. So come on and kill. 'Cause no one else cares. Go for the kill, go for the kill. 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 Your skin was soft as leather. I'm the weatherman. There's no
What are your thoughts?
I'm trying to put her voice to somebody else's voice that she sounds like. I can't think of who it is though. In general, it's not bad.
I like it. I mean, it's a good song. I like her in this song. We're going to keep going. Well, I'm desperate to know what they started sounding like after this for them not really to evolve on YouTube. So we might have to look up some newer tunes, but
Well, explain what you mean by that. Like that they didn't get bigger?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would love to know. I'm wondering if the sound changed to a more, because this is a good rock tune. This is a rock. I could hear this on any rock, like mainstream rock radio station.
Yeah.
It's not the catchiest song, vocally speaking anyway, but I'm wondering what they turned into. Did they go a little more of an indie sort of route or, well, let's get through a little bit more of this. Maybe we'll look up a new tune and then go to the live stream.
else with the dedication of the weatherman.
I want to be very clear. I like her. She's cool. I like her voice. On
Now,
this song anyway.
yeah, I don't know. She kind of has the perfect voice for like, she could have been this vocalist in the 70s or the 80s.
Yeah, it's got that.
And-
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But that was a cool thing in 2012. That's why I'm wondering what they became.
I gotcha.
This was all the rage in 2009, 2012-ish, 13-ish. Every vocalist, male and female, was trying to do this. That was trying to be on rock radio because this was a big sound for rock radio during that time period.
Gotcha.
So
'Cause I can't, you got the heart without the ache. Pretentious thieves have you believe it's theirs to take. Addicted to the love of ourselves, I'm the weatherman. 'cause no one else cares. Go for the kill, go for the kill, go for the kill, go for the kill.
I feel like we're watching a Pops Sunday night local show band that went to a really great producer the very next day.
Go for the kill,
I'm an
go
asshole.
for the kill, go for the kill, go for the kill. 4 years the history we make for the of our fathers.
All right, I get the point of that. It's a good tune. Gimme Gimme from 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Warner's,
I can see you
we're fucked.
overthinking pill popping chemical lovers.
Christ, does that hurt?
Oh yeah. Don't try to calm me down. Try to.
The hell happened?
Is this a different
Um,
band?
No, it's the same band. Yeah, they went more indie for sure. Here we go.
Calm me down.
I don't hate it though. It's cool.
They say to never seek revenge. Sleep with your friends. But I got no other ways of dealing with it. So I'll stick with this shit. Mama always said I was a gift. So wrap it up. Play stupid games and stupid prizes. Let's just say this never happened. Oh yeah.
They haven't changed much.
Not really. The
No?
the music itself is a little darker and grungier, I think, but
Not really, dude.
you don't think so?
No. It's still got the same feeling to me.
Hmm,
I want
okay.
you to do something while we listen to this next tidbit. I want you to Google if they've ever toured with Linkin Park.
It's a you overthinking pill popping chemical lover. Oh yeah. This is when you tell me that the goodbyes last forever. Oh yeah. My mental health will recover. Oh yeah. Don't try to calm me down. Try to comfort me. I don't ever need a reason. Let's get it back where it all began. This is the end. I don't owe you an explanation. I'm a Californian drive-in. I can't give her anymore. Not anymore. Oh, fucking suffocating. Oh yeah, I can see you overthinking pill popping chemical lover. Oh yeah, this is when you tell me that the goodbyes last forever. Oh yeah, my mental health will recover.
I would argue that this hook is better than the first one we listened to.
As far as getting stuck in my head, the Weatherman would definitely get stuck in my head more, but
Okay.
I hear what you're saying.
Did you find something?
I tried, but you
No,
are
like-
going to have to like fight through so much of everything that's going on right now. Like everything, if you Google it, everything that comes up is just talking
Okay.
about her joining the band.
I'm gonna conspiracy theory. I think they've toured with Linkin Park, and I think this is one of Linkin Park's favorite bands. Linkin Park was known for if they discovered a band, they're like, "Oh, I like that. That's cool. I'm gonna take them on tour." You want to know another band they did that for? Story of the
Yeah.
Year.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh.
The Nintendo Fusion tour. I
Yeah.
want to say. Yeah. It was them. POD. I want to say maybe Hoobastank. Story was on it, and I think The Used. I could be completely wrong about that, but yeah. No, I saw an interview. Mike and Chester were talking about, yeah, Story of the Year. We like them. They're on tour with them.
That's cool.
Yeah. That was fucking Jesus Christ. That was 2005, whatever it was, whatever it was.
Sounds about right.
But okay, so here's the thing. I like this band. They're cool. I have nothing. I wouldn't want to say anything negative about them anyway, but I have nothing. I don't have a criticism of this. I think it's cool. It's cool rock and roll music. It's fine. It's not my favorite. It's not something I would listen to on a regular. I think it's cool. So, where's your head at? Should we go to the live stream, or do you have a comment?
No, let's do the live
So
stream.
when I listen to that, I wonder, and for the folks just listening, I'm motioning my finger around my ear like there's a hamster going on a wheel in my brain. I'm wondering how the fuck does she sing Chester's parts?
Right.
And I say that with all due respect because I think she's good. I like that stuff. This is kind of a mind fuck, man. Because this is really the first time, like I saw Chester do it with Stone Temple Pilots, and I really did love Stone Temple Pilots. Easily one of my, top 10 to 15 bands, I would say. Bands, not artists, bands.
Mhm.
We're talking about artists and we're talking about hip hop, and they get kind of bumped down the list probably. But like when they said Chester was going to do it, I was like, okay, I'll listen because I love both. But how many people are going to say that about this? Oh, cool. I love both. That's when I go back to what you said. It's like, well, people like, it's like not somebody we know. It's like, well, if you attach a name to it that people know, they go, oh, well, I really loved, if it were the dude from Sum 41, I really love fucking
Right.
those songs. So this will be fun at the very least. He's not Chester. He's not replacing Chester. He's just
Right.
the new singer.
I don't
But
think
with
people are
this,
going to
it's
be.
like,
I don't think people are going to be able to make a true judgment until we at least hear the record.
obviously. All right. So you said you listened to this live stream?
A little bit, yeah. I listened to like
You want to
2 or 3
do,
songs, but not all the way through.
all right. What song do you want to do first? I'll give you In
Let's
the
do
End,
let's do
Numb, or Lost.
is Lost
We
off
have to
of
do In
like
the End. That's their biggest song.
yeah. Which album is Lost off of? Is that like off of the Requiem? Is that what the name of that record was or something like that?
One of the last two.
Yeah.
Let's do In the End first. Yeah, let's do In the End first. Fuck it. This is going to be brutal. Hold on. It's very ballsy of them to do a live stream and perform with this lady. Dude, that's ballsy. That is I'll tell you what, that is a true testament of having a loyal fan base. To do that, because some bands they go, we're getting a new singer, but you gotta wait. We're not gonna live stream. Like, dude, that just shows you how big they are and how impactful they were and still could be. But also, we got loyal fucking fans, man. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna do it. Fuck you guys. Fuck you haters. Like us two. We're gonna do it. And we're fans, obviously, but you know, there are loyal fans who are not processing this the same way you and I are, and they're not analyzing it.
Let me ask you this. Could they do this? Could they make this announcement without saying that an album is coming too, like right behind it?
It's a
The
good
reason why I say that,
question.
the reason why I say that is because it's like, okay, well, we have something to look forward to with this new singer immediately, and then they go tour with that. But if not, and they just make the announcement that, okay, this is our new singer, then people are in their heads thinking, okay, well, now she's going to be doing all of Chester's stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's new stuff on the horizon, which makes this feel a little easier.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, she's going to be doing all of Chester's stuff because Chester
Well,
has
for sure. You still have to play the hits.
all the hits, all the fucking hits, bro. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you can't. And that would be the biggest travesty of this all. If they did go out on tour with this new singer and they skip playing some of those hits to make
Right.
room for her to feel comfortable or her to sing the newer songs or play the full record front to back. You don't leave off the hits, man. You just don't.
Yeah.
I don't think that they would ever become one of those bands because they have fully embraced who they are. They never stopped playing One Step Closer. They never stopped playing In the End. They never stopped playing Crawling. They never stopped playing um even like one of the other, like they have like cult classic songs too, like Breaking the Habit, for instance. They never stopped playing that.
Yeah.
They always found a way to work it into a set, you know? And then from the later records, well, Numb, obviously that's not a later record. But Numb, you gotta play Numb.
That's the same record, yeah.
You gotta play Numb. You gotta,
Yep.
but then you gotta play Burn It Down. You gotta play all those songs, dude. You gotta play Bleed It Out.
Yeah.
You fucking have to play Bleed It Out. Like you have to do. So I don't know. All right, here we go.
Starts with one thing.
I don't know why, doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind, the design is trying to explain time.
I think I need to smoke some weed to numb, no pun intended, to numb myself to this. I have a joint right in front of me, but I have a 1-year-old in the room with me now, so now I can't do that.
All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go.
So right away, here's what I hear. I hear a female voice singing those parts. It's not a voice. It's distinctly a female voice. Now listen, I know you think I'm sexist, and I know my wife thinks I'm sexist. But that's not a sexist thing to say. It's a difference, and I don't like it.
Okay,
She's
you
not
had-
sounding
you-
like
you-
Chester. That's my point. She's sounding like a
Okay.
female singing the Chester parts.
which I feel like that's what they want.
Okay, here we go.
Because
All right,
here's
you're
the
on
thing.
her side.
Here's
No,
the-
it's fine.
No, because here's the thing. If anyone asks Mike or anybody else in the band, like, how does it feel to replace Chester? Their automatic reply is going to be, we're not trying to replace Chester. We're trying to be enough of a difference.
Well,
And
that
whether you
sucks.
want to
That's
hear
a
that or
shitty
not,
fucking answer. You
but you
are
know-
replacing Chester.
but that would be their, because it's just anybody would make that statement. It's like there's no
Then change the
replacement
name of
for
the band.
that. Oh, but they can't do that.
Oh, there you go. You're replacing fucking Chester then now, aren't you? The fuck are we
Trust
talking
me.
about?
Trust me, I'm on your side just as much as I'm playing devil's advocate.
Okay.
Out the window, trying to hold on. Didn't even know I wasted it all. So watch you go. Left everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory.
She's not
of the
bad.
time
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
She sounds great. She sounds great. Again, I want to make it very clear. I'm not being a fucking hater. She sounds great.
I
That
want
sounded good, but
I want to hear something that Lost song. That's a pretty low song, right? I want to hear a song where she like has to belt it out a little bit, at least. What was on there? There was In the End. There was Numb.
Numb. Let's do Numb. Let's try Numb.
Okay.
She sounds good. She's a great singer. I want to make it very clear that I
You can't even do it.
can't. But she does sound good. I'm being genuine when I say that. Here.
Hey, I want to see what that first comment was. Go scroll down for me. What does it say?
Chester is gone. No one will replace him, nor is this an attempt to. She's okay, Kyle Batorne. Who are you? She sounds great, and I would love a Linkin Park resurgence. If you guys don't like the way she sings, that's fine, but you have no reason to be as cruel. Oh, people being cruel?
Also,
Oh.
you spelled it Lincoln, like Lincoln Park.
Yeah, he spelled it
That-
wrong.
that
What
annoys
a
me more than
fucking
anything.
shithead. What a
Okay.
fan. Can't even
All right.
spell the band name right. I fucking hate that. Why do people comment on social media? That's the funniest thing. You comment on social media, but you don't edit anything you do. You just say what it's like the first thing that comes to your brain. You just put it out there.
Right.
You spell things wrong. You get names wrong. Just don't comment. At least this guy was defending her, I guess. But I wonder should we look at the comments? Oh boy. Here we go. Start this over. Ooh, didn't like that note. Shit. All right, here we go. Fuck me.
Every step that I take is another mistake to you.
Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow.
I become so numb, I can feel you there. Become so tired, so much more away. I'm becoming nervous. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't you see that you're smothering me?
I don't hate that either. She's being herself. She sounds good. That first note was a little bit rough. Oh man.
I feel like she's that scratchiness in her voice. I don't feel like I heard in those videos that we watched of her band. Could be wrong, or
A
it could be-
little bit. There was a little bit of it, but she could be projecting that because it's fucking Chester.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I can say this. You got big shoes to fill, and Chester naturally could do that.
Yeah.
Second nature. You want some rasp? Here it comes.
Right.
It's what I do. I didn't hate either of the. I let's watch let's watch Lost. So they only did 3 songs from this.
I don't know. That may be all they showed on the live stream. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
And I'm alone, I'm lost in these memories, living behind my own illusion, lost on my dignity, living inside my own confusion.
Okay.
You're probably not gonna agree with this or think I'm dumb because I'm a lyric guy and you're not. But for me, if I was replacing Chester, it would feel really weird because so like on our last episode, you had talked about the lyrics and how like we seen this kind of thing coming, because of if you
Well, I
listen
didn't
to the
say
lyrics,
that.
how heavy they are and stuff like that. But it would feel weird to be singing the lyrics to these songs of someone who committed suicide
Okay, I feel
and
you.
the
All right,
heaviness that there is to that.
let's do a quick test. You be Mike Shinoda, I'll be me. You're Mike Shinoda, and you're calling me and you're saying, "Hey, you're the new singer of Linkin Park." Do you have any reservations about singing Chester's lyrics? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, you're going to be the new lead singer of Linkin Park. Do you have
Let's
any
fucking
reservations?
go.
Exactly. I get
Okay.
it. I get
Okay.
it. I get it.
Cool. Yeah. No, it's iconic, dude. I
I
understand.
know. I know.
It's a tragedy and it sucks. And I did talk about how when you look back on those lyrics, you're like, fuck. But they speak to people, dude. You got to keep
They do.
speaking to people.
They do. I'm just saying that there's a heaviness there. I'm not saying don't do
Sure.
it because of that. I'm just saying there's a heaviness.
Yeah, but she's gonna be making some money. What do you want to do, man? I hate to take it to that, but dude, what if she idolizes Chester and she got him or he got her through some major issues in her
I
life, and
hope
now she
I hope
gets
that
to live through all of those nightmares that she's had and all of those issues that she's had through his lyrics by singing his lyrics with the band that he was in, and it helps her. You know what I mean?
I hope that's what
All
happens
the
and
while
I hope
making some money.
I hope that she comes out in an interview and says everything that you just said. I hope that that's
It's okay, it is what it is. Or
yeah,
it's the music industry and she's cashing checks. And that's fine too. Lincoln
it is
Park is a big business, dude.
it is.
Unfortunately, we're replacing a guy who was troubled and took his own life, unfortunately. But the fact of the matter is before he took his life, they were big businessmen and he recorded
Do you
hits.
do you think they helped themselves to this point by putting out like the extended version of albums they've been putting out and the you know
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
I was going to say that when you brought that up. Yeah, I think that was just anticipation. That's all it was. Just
but
building.
I mean over like the past several years haven't they put out like different remixes of different things and all that like I feel like maybe they all knew at some point we're gonna figure this thing out and we're going to get back
Yeah.
out there. But what
Yeah, but they've done that in
my
the
point my
past, even when Chester was in the band, though.
well I know like that reanimation I think was a
Done a
song
ton of
they did
remixes,
and
ton of
stuff like that. Yeah.
reimaginations of songs, and
I guess my
I
point
think that,
was is when everything happened with Chester, if they didn't continue to put those types of records out for people to listen to, um, would they have fell off some, or would it have mattered if they make this announcement now and they hadn't done something to keep themselves alive and relevant a little bit in the meantime?
it's tough to say. My opinion is no, it wouldn't have mattered. They're Linkin Park.
Okay.
You know, that's the thing too. It's when I hear people like talk shit about this band, sort of like, oh, okay. Guess what? They're a generational, like once in a generation type band. Plain and simple. So you can hate, that's fine. You don't like it, you don't like it. That's cool. But I've seen YouTube, oh, they're not good musicians. The songs are simple. It's like, yeah, okay. What's your point? Write a song like that. I've said this before. Write a song like that then. If it's so fucking easy, you do it.
Right.
Vocal coach breaks down Chester's vocals. It's like, okay, he's not a good singer. Do it better. You record a song and you show us your vocal prowess, fucker. Come on, it's silly. I'll be critical of something and like talk about like my feelings about it, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say anyone on this stage is bad. They're not fucking bad. Of course not. That's silly. So this is a new song. Have we agreed on this?
Yes, from the From Zero album that comes out in
Okay.
November.
Here we go.
I only wanted to be part of something. I only wanted to be part of. I only wanted to be part of something. I only wanted to be part.
That you called me open just to watch me play. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm open, so fucking naive. Falling for the promises, the emptiness machine, the emptiness machine. I only wanted to be part of the emptiness machine. I only wanted to be part of the emptiness machine.
Dude, she seems pretty locked in and
She's good.
comfortable, dude.
And that song is
It's,
good, but is that song Linkin Park to you?
I don't know. We'll see.
Again, I have to hear that on a record to know.
But if Chester
That
were
Linkin
singing
Park
that, you
thing.
go, okay, another Linkin Park song.
Maybe. But again, they changed quite a bit in those last couple of albums that they put
That's my
out.
point.
So, I don't know. I might
You
have
never
to.
know what
I
you're going to
might
get
have
with a
to.
new Linkin Park record, dude. Even when he was in the band. That
Yeah.
band evolved through time. They kept changing. They kept sort of, well, honestly, changing with the times. So anytime the music industry changed, so did they. And they tried their best to keep up with it. You know, to this day, I think their most underrated record is the one that I think, from what I've ever seen, people shit on the most, and they call it a techno record or electronic record. And it's Living Things is one of their best records. It's so good, front to back. It's so good. So like that was good. I like her. I'm on board. We'll see what happens. I don't. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go back to what I said in the beginning, but I'm gonna expand upon that. Chester has big shoes to fill. Had big shoes to fill. Okay. And like I said, male or female, you're gonna face major backlash regardless of how good you are. The best thing that she can do is get on stage and go on tour, play live, and blow people away live. Forget about vocals. Here's what I mean by that. Forget about what I said in the beginning. It's like, oh, those are Chester vocals, but they're being sung by a female. Forget about haters like me. You do you, be awesome, and people will follow. Okay. That would be what I would consider to be not only the best move for her, but the best move for the band. If the band, if the chemistry feels off live, it's immediately going to be noticed.
Yeah, people are going to see right through it. Yep.
Now it's hard to tell from
Right.
50-second clips. Now keep in mind, I don't know how long I'm sure they've been working on this for a while with her because she did sound really great. And she seemed dialed in. Now was there something left to be desired with the live performance for her? Sure. She'll get there. Or maybe she won't. Well, that's what we need to see. But Chester truly was a great frontman. So
Well, I don't think they were
be
in front of a huge crowd there either.
Shouldn't matter.
Well, I understand that, but my point is maybe she is, once they go on tour and they get out in front of those crowds, maybe she will pop just like a Chester does.
I'm sure,
Who
but
knows?
I want to say this. I'm
I
sure
hope, dude,
she'll do
I hope,
great.
I hope that like there's video of their first festival they play or first concert, and she comes out and she does exactly what we showed in that video last week of Chester just come out scream at the crowd.
That is truly what I would love to know is what do you do about songs like that? What do you do about those songs that they know ramp up the crowd and really get the crowd going? And they haven't been that type of band in quite some time. You can YouTube live performances of Linkin Park. It's like, I think they still played With You later on, but I don't know if it was ever that. I think it was like sort of a mashup of Hybrid Theory songs. They would
Right.
do like half the songs, maybe a verse and a hook into another hook of a different song. And, but if you really want to draw people in and you bring that same type of aggression, and again, what really fueled the generation of fans of that band built, that would be a good way to do it. I'm not saying they have to. I'm sure there are other ways to do it. Start a song with, or I'm sorry, start a show with, In the End or Crawling and nail it. And you
Yeah.
got people.
Right.
Those are hit songs.
Right.
Do it well enough to draw people in. You don't have to be heavy. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to scream like Chester. You don't have, but I'm speaking selfishly, I guess, of what, if I went to see Linkin Park live, what I would want to see out of that. But at the same time, if I go see them live and I see what I just saw, I'm like, yeah, this is fun. This is fine. It's not Chester, but that doesn't need to be said because we all know that.
Right. Well, we normally do a throwback. Do you want to do a throwback from like Hybrid Theory and let that play us out?
Please.
So if you had to pick one song from Hybrid Theory, what would it be?
By myself.
Perfect. Do it.
Okay.
That's exactly the one I wanted to hear.
Okay, good.
I was wondering if we would align or if you would say something like Paper Cut or something.
It's got such a great scream, dude.
Yep.
Can I tell you a quick funny story?
Yep.
The day that this tour got announced, I was auditioning for a band and they were, this band was never going to pick me to be their singer. But nonetheless, I tried anyway. It came up during the audition. So they were like a hardcore punk type band. And then all the guys were in agreement, like, can you believe Metallica and Deftones would go on tour with Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park? So fucking stupid. And I was like, I actually really like, I didn't say anything. I was like, I actually really like that band. But anyway, okay. I don't think I'm going to join this band. Like, too cool for Linkin Park, are you? They're laughing at you now. I won't say the band's name, by the way. Oh yeah, Mudvayne. Mudvayne was on the show too, and they're like, yeah, can you believe Mudvayne, Deftones? Like Mudvayne, Deftones, and Metallica are cool, but Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park are posers. I was like, ugh. I don't think I'm going to be in this band. All right. Well.
So yeah, good luck
Good luck.
to Linkin Park in a positive
board.
way. Yeah, we're on board. Let's see what happens.
By the way, I look like I'm in the movie Scanner Darkly. Have you ever seen that?
No.
No.
It sounds about right based off of the name, though.
Yeah, all the lights are. It doesn't matter. Anyway, hello, YouTube. Let's get out of here.
Straight for you.